Coming up on 1870 Off-Road. 5 wicked Jeeps take on the West Georgia Loop. Lots of mud holes, 7 creek crossings. A covered bridge crossing.
Follow the green line.
Gen Z's read a map.
Green line.
A mountaintop sunset. And then, to top it all off, the kids sit down with the president. The West Georgia Adventure Loop. This trail is actually put together by V-Man 1313. This is a 365-mile loop in West Georgia, just south of Atlanta. It is east of Columbus and west of Macon. The loop may not have quite the scenery of North Georgia, but it is still very enjoyable with a lot of mud, a lot of creek crossings. This covered bridge right here. If you've heard of the Georgia Traverse and the Big Frog Loop in the North Georgia mountains, this is our version here in West Georgia.
That one was deeper than I expected.
Oh God! That was deeper. It was.
And I wasn't videoing that.
see if I got something to back wipe it off with. I see that. Wonder if that was some on my transfer case.
I ain't hit 4-wheel drive since I've been out here.
I did it at that mud hole because I was like, that guy said there was a big one coming up. So who had the...
You're almost getting some mud on it.
There we go.
I was waiting for her to go in that one, that you want.
No, I saw him go whoop like that. I said, nope, never mind.
I know if I went any lower, I better learn to speak Chinese so I'll be coming out the other side.
Because when he first went in, it was like, okay, and then all of a sudden he just said, "Vroom." I said, never mind.
I dropped a lot more than I was expecting.
One little thing in time.
About halfway down, you were going, I really need to get that snorkel.
I was like, man, if I get much deeper, it's coming over the hood.
I'm going to freshen out my drink real quick before.
Yeah, no problem. I'll get me one out of the back too. Alright, we had to stop, wipe off my camera, because I went in a mud hole that I did not catch on film, and the camera got soaked in mud. So, that's why I just wiped off the lens so I can keep filming. So the footage you're about to see showed up after I edited this video, and I just had to put it in. You remember when we hit this mud hole here, and I said we did not get a video clip of it, all I have is the dash cam view. Well, later on that day, someone else hit the same mud hole, except they were in a pickup truck and they couldn't make it out. I found this video that was shared by Jeep Mafia of Noonan, so I copied it here so that you can see what happens when you try to ride the same trails we're on and you're not in a Jeep. So clearly, this truck did not make it out the other side and had to be pulled out. Fortunately, Jeeps never leave anybody stranded, even pickup trucks. Shout out to Jeep Mafia of Noonan for saving the day. And now, back to Wicked Jeep's first trail ride of 2023.
That one was deeper than I expected.
Oh, God. That was deeper. It was.
And I wasn't video.
With the camera cleaned and everybody having something to drink, we're back on the trail. We are making a slight detour off of the path we're following on the West Georgia Loop. So I'm not quite sure what road we're on now, but we're on an offshoot from the West Georgia Loop. We're driving through the swamp. as soon as we hit pavement, Nightcrawler develops a wobble.
Oh my god.
Pulling over.
What'd you say? You say you pulling over?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'll find out what's going on with him. I'll be right back.
Alright, copy that. We'll find a spot and pull over up here.
Pulling over.
We pull over to make a damage assessment. The track bar mount is worn out.
Alright.
The trail has claimed its first victim, but the trail's not done yet.
Found that as soon as we hit the pavement. Little Nightcrawler. Ain't afraid of mud. His track bar is off limit.
Just as soon as we restart our adventure, the trail claims victim number 2. A punctured tire.
Pulled up and heard him hissing. So he either had a hole in his tire or ran over a snake, one or the other.
It was a good place to be hissing, though.
Yeah. Little tire repair going on here. SpongeBob clip. 3 hours later. Found that as soon as we hit the pavement.
With the repairs made, we are back on the trail.
And right off the bat, you get a mud puddle. Well, I'm gonna say this bridge is out. We gotta turn around.
You can make it.
Yeah, we're gonna back up and get the speed up. We'll make it across.
Thought we were in Jeeps.
out ahead, so we were having to take a wait for a train to pass. So we had to take a detour and we ended up on another road. That's what I was trying to say. We had to take a detour because the road was out ahead. I don't know, but I'll tell you this. We were talking earlier about jumping that bridge, smoking the bandit style. I bet we can make it with 20 carts if we get enough speed up.
My turbo kit hadn't come in yet.
Turbo kit.
Body armor kit.
Well, hey, I bet that turbo and that body armor kit are on this train.
1 second. Yeah, that's right. The tracking number says they'll be here tomorrow.
For our final stretch of the West Georgia Loop, we get 7 creek crossings.
That little red end on our left shoulder, we came from this road right here on the right. That little red.
Bridge I don't want to cross.
Yep. Alright, what that time? Definitely don't think we're going to jump this one.
Just a few miles shy of the planned inn, we called it a day. On the return home, we paid a visit to one of my favorite local places to see, FDR State Park in Pine Mountain, Georgia.
What?
The sun is setting on an awesome trail ride with Wicked Jeeps.
I don't know what cinematic means, but we're doing it.
Here we parked our Jeeps, facing off the south side of the mountain. You can see for miles from up here. FDR Park is just off the West Georgia Loop. We consider it to be the approximate middle, so it's a great place to stop and camp overnight if you're going to try to do the entire loop at one time. Ghost, Abyss, Vixen, Nightcrawler, and Ruckus. If you're watching on a big screen, look off in a distance and slightly to the left for a blue water tower and a cell phone tower. That would be the town of Shiloh, where we have our annual Christmas parade. And here, the kids sit with the president, Franklin D. Roosevelt. This was a very popular place for him to come visit while he was struggling with polio when he was president. Well, now that the sun is setting, it's time for us to head home. Of the 5 Jeeps we brought, 2 picked up minor damage, 1 got first mud, we nearly sank mine in a mud hole, and somehow Ghost came out unscathed.
Send me this picture.
All right, good. Now this time I'm gonna turn it on and you do all that again. I'm being funny.
Actually die.
Not only was this the first event of 2023 for Wicked Jeeps, this is also the first trail ride I've ever led. And I've got to say, we had a blast. So keep your ear to the ground, keep your GMRS handy, and next time you can ride with us.
Okay, I definitely missed that one, Dad. That's funny.
Yeah, we had like 40 Jeeps that time, and